Hello, today we will talk about the abstract class in C#, because abstract class is an important topic in object-oriented C#. So an abstract class uses the abstract keyword as a prefix to the class. An abstract class in C# can contain abstract members, field, methods, properties, events, which have the definition only, and their implementation is left to the derived classes. So an abstract class cannot be instantiated and can only be used as a base class. Okay, so it can be used only as a base class. An abstract class can also contain non-abstract members or concrete members, in other words, which is a more popular name, such as methods, which is implemented within the class. So it can also have abstract as well as non-abstract members. And one thing is also has to be made clear, that it may at all not contain any abstract method or any other abstract members. It can contain all non-abstract or concrete members, but still it can be marked as an abstract class, in which case the methods have to have full implementation within the abstract class. And the non-abstract or concrete members may be overridden by the derived classes. Also, finally, an abstract class must provide implementation for all interface members. If it derives from an interface, it can also derive from an interface, or it can implement an interface, in which case it has to implement all the interface members. Now, let's go back to the object-oriented solution that we have developed last class. And here I will create another project within this solution. Click on add new project and another console app. So I'll name this abstract class demo. Okay, so the main static void main method is formed for me already. Now here I will create, let me close the other two unnecessary files from the last project, and I will create a class which I will name as check abstract. So add class, let me call this check abstract. All right, so this is my class created. I'll just mark this with abstract class check abstract, right? Now here I will put a few abstract methods which will be implemented with the class that derives from it, that implements it. Public abstract void check account. This is an abstract method. Just copy this. Name this, say, initial balance. And then finally, as I said, that an abstract class can contain non-abstract members or concrete members or concrete methods as member. So I can create a concrete method, savings account, and I'll have to implement this because it is not marked abstract. So I'll just write console dot write line. Let me write I am the savings account. You may use me as such. and then I can write another method which I have on my clipboard. So I'll just, to save time, I'll just copy and paste it, public int final balance, and I'll put up a argument of type integer known as deposit, and var initial balance equals initial balance. Okay, so this is not here. Cannot assign void to an implicitly type. Okay. So let's make it I'm sorry, this has to be marked as integer, return as integer. Okay, and it takes an argument of integer type int balance. Now everything is all right. Okay, so that is my abstract class, and now in the program class I'm going to this is the program class, which is empty at the moment. So I'll, within the static void main, I'll come back later. That is the test class, that is the main entry point. And before that, within this namespace, I'll create a class, check class, and that implements the check abstract class, the abstract class, right? So what it says, squiggly lines, check class doesn't implement the inherited abstract members, check abstract dot check account, check abstract dot initial balance. Okay, so we'll implement that. So I will overwrite, we'll use the override keyword to override the abstract members in the abstract class. So public override void check account, and it automatically creates throw new not implemented exception, which I'll just remove, and I will write my own implementation, console dot write line I am the checking account, right? And I still have to implement another check abstract dot initial balance, another method. Okay, so I'll just copy from here, just in an attempt to save whatever time I can on copying, and then make this as initial balance, that is the other abstract member of the abstract class. If you quickly look into shift, that is the initial balance. So now this initial balance takes an integer. I'll put an integer argument, int say amount or whatever, and then just comment it out. So why this squiggly line? Because must be int. Okay, so you're right, so this has to be int return. Okay, so a variable initial amount equals 0, and then to the initial amount plus equals, that means I am adding that amount which is supplied as a parameter, and then return this initial amount, return this initial amount, because the return type is integer, it is expecting an integer return. Now here we are writing the override keyword here just to override the base class, which is an abstract class, methods which had no implementation. Now, since the abstract methods don't have any implementation, they require non-abstract derived classes to implement. Finally, I have the choice to create concrete method within this class, which has nothing to do with the abstract class. It's its own member, public void make payment int amount. I was put so many dollars. Right. So if everything is all right, the code should build, but it's still not complete. The main class has to be filled for testing it. So let's see the build works okay or not. The build succeeded, right? So finally, I am into my test class to test everything. So this is check class. Check class chc equals new check class with an empty constructor, and then to this instance chc dot, these are the exposed methods, check account, and then chc dot savings account. It's all courtesy the IntelliSense, and then chc what else dot initial balance, and what it expects is an integer amount. So let us put some arbitrary amount 20 and see what happens. And then what else? chc dot final balance. Okay, and final balance is also an integer to the, okay, and then I can use this make payment chc dot make payment and give it say 300 and see the fun. Control F5 to run the application. So here you are. I am the checking account, chc dot check account, and chc dot saving account says I am the savings account. You may use me as such, and chc dot initial balance 20 and the final balance is 45 because initial balance 20 was deposited and final balance and another 25 was deposited over 20, so final balance is 45 and I was paid $300. So let's see initial balance, what it does. The initial balance, okay, it returns the initial amount and then it returns the initial amount and this 20 it returns, and final balance to this 20 is added to 25 to make it 45. All right, so final balance, here you can see the final balance, it adds 25, it takes 25, so to the initial balance of 20 it adds the deposit, this amount, so which is 25, so it makes it 45. So that's it, that's the abstract class. Now there are a few things that needs to be told about this application. Let's see, that is the code. Okay, the class can inherit from an abstract class. The derived or child classes for the abstract classes must implement all of the abstract methods, which is the definition, define the method body whose signature is defined in the abstract class. The abstract class can have its own concrete methods as well as having the abstract methods. The derived class may not override the concrete methods of the abstract class and use it as such, which we have seen. The derived class can have its own methods, any other members as well, apart from overriding the abstract parent class methods. And some of the features which were not covered in the example are: abstract class cannot be instantiated because it must be used as a base class and derived from or inherited from. An abstract class can contain abstract methods, properties, indexes and events, but it is not mandatory. You can all have only the non-abstract methods, properties, indexes. So that's also pretty much associated with the abstract class. It can or cannot contain the abstract members. We don't need an abstract method in an abstract class. Yeah, that's what I was telling. An abstract class can inherit from another abstract class. Okay, that's it.